How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
You got this beautiful outfit. Are you a pilot?
No, I'm not a pilot, but I do help people's career take flight.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. You just said you help people career take flight. Explain it to me.
What I do, I specialize in credit, capital, and coverage.
Okay.
Which means I help people launch their legacies, help people fix their credit.
Okay.
Then go get some money.
Really?
That capital, yeah, 50,000 plus, easy way. And what we do at the end, we protect people's dreams through life insurance, because that's the biggest thing. People don't realize how important it is.
No, a lot of people don't know.
So all of they all go together: credit, capital, and coverage.
What is the best advice that you can give to the younger generation before they start their business?
Take your credit very seriously. And don't believe the myths of all the older people. You know, a lot of times they don't know more than what we know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of times we know exactly what our family know. A lot of times that's not a lot. And then when you do decide to go do it, to structure your business properly. Don't be afraid. Go to these banks because they're business partners. And get that money. Never fund it out of your own pocket.
What is the best bank to build your credit?
Chase Bank, because they give you a chance. 30 days in, they're going to give you some money. Take it serious. Research yourself. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you clean your credit, build your credit, because you can have the same thing that everybody else has and don't pay as much. The biggest thing for people is to be poor and have bad credit.
What made you transition to doing what you're doing now to actually help people take their career to the next level?
That is a long story, really, but short, I've always been into finances.
Okay.
But the thing is, once I started being an entrepreneur, which is my whole life, I've always been funding it from my own pocket. So once I seen that the money was available to us, and also understanding how important it is, because our people are the most underprivileged.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I wanted to make sure that I'm one helping people to be able to go chase their dreams.
My dad, he goes against the credit. He pay everything cash money.
Cash is king? No. It's not. Credit is king. With credit, you'll never be broke.
Hey, Dad, I don't know if you heard it or not, but I just want to throw it out there to you, Pops.
That was back in the day when I check cashing, right?
Advice from my father. If he's already financially set with all cash, what can credit do for him?
Credit can boost it. First, it can keep his cash liquid for him.
Right.
And if he want to do anything, he can use the bank's money. So if you make up any mistakes or anything happen, it's OPM at the people money. And you could get you some 0% interest, Pops.
Okay, then.
And have 12 to 18 months to figure it out.
Where can people find you at in order to get in contact with you?
I am the Finance Angel on Instagram and Facebook, but also on TikTok is the Finance Angel one.
What is a piece of advice that you could tell people to keep them going, to not give up on their dreams?
I always thought about what's the cost of not going? What's the cost of standing still?
That's a
You know what I
deep-
mean?
that's
So at
deep.
the end of the day, you think about where you are versus where you're going. So at the end, I always think about what if. People always say, what if it don't work? And I always say, what if it does?
Right.
So just you bet on yourself.
What's going on, everybody? This is the biggest checking in, your boy, you never forget Loyalty Cam. And this ain't no average video. This right here proves why I'm the biggest and why everybody come to me for credit, funding, or come to get a car for any reason. My boy Corey, I was DMing him back to back. I was resilient. Y'all know how I am already. He finally hit me back and was like, man, I'm about business. If you got this truck still, I want it. We got this truck. What's up, Corey?
My
You know
boy,
we all the talking,
my
y'all.
boy. Hey, listen, man. So check this out. Hey, bro, I gotta ask you a question, bro. So how long you been selling cars, dog?
I actually just made a year yesterday, bro.
Word.
Yeah.
Literally, congratulations,
Yeah,
dog.
bro.
Hey, I had to catch in.
First
Yeah,
time ever
really.
in sales in my life.
How many cars you sold so far?
Shit, I done sold over 500 cars already, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
You dumbing through a
God is
tick.
good. God is good.
And where you from?
I'm from La Plaza, Louisiana, man. You know, the bottom of the South.
How you end up in Houston?
That's a good question, bro. I ended up in Houston because I was in Atlanta. I bought a house in Atlanta or whatever.
Yeah.
I was at the top of my life, whatever I thought I was. And then, long story short, bro, I was fucked up in a bad spot. And I called my boy, man, who do credit, Kilo.
Word.
Shout out, bro, right here.
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? So yeah, so he do the credit.
Yeah, he do the credit, bro.
So you coming like that? So what made you actually get him to come down here?
I knew his potential. And sometimes when you're a leader, you don't let people just fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
Go ahead and grab those people.
Yeah.
Motivate them. Speak to them.
That's real.
Don't let those people go down those roads. And I knew he had a lot of potential since high school.
Damn.
So I went ahead and grabbed him. And this is what he's doing now. He's doing good in life.
So what you do?
I do credit repair. I
Okay.
do funding. And I rent out mobile homes. I got like 6 of them in Louisiana.
And you see people hit to get a car through your brother.
Right, to my brother. And if they can't get approved, they come back to me. I get them right and ship them right back. So you keep everything in a circle.
Why NFL, you never forget loyalty.
Hey, that shit hard.
Oh, yeah, make a mental switch, bro.
Hey, I gotta let them folks see what the Escalade talking about though, bro.
For real, though. Hey, he cashed out on this, too. He ain't got no note on it.
Let them hear what it sound like real quick. Where you get this from?
Biggest, man, you want it, I got it, man. That's how we do it. Hey, let it speak for itself. It speak for itself.
You gotta hit the gas. You gotta hit the gas one time. So where they can find you at, bro?
Bro, you can find me at Easy Honda, 10218 Katy Freeway, Houston, Texas, 77043.
No, appreciate you, man.
Bro.
Sure, I got the car, bro. Give him shit now.
Take
It ain't
the shit,
yours,
bro. Get out
mine.
of here,
God
bro.
damn,
Let them know this real deal.
You tripping, bro.
Fuck with me, bro.
Give us the background story on how did you end up in a wheelchair before we even get into everything else.
Alright, so back in 2015, I was in the streets, I was doing different things, you know, how most black people in our area, in our community, like they live up to the culture. They want to please, they want to do things that we see the culture doing, but we want to do it the right way instead of the wrong way. So I was doing it the wrong way. I was actually injured. I got shot in my neck back in 2015. I was actually got set up by a girl who set the play for these dudes to kind of try to come rob me for what I had. You know, I was having a lot of emotion. I was doing a lot of different things in the street that I didn't actually have to because my parents was always well off. Of course, we weren't rich, but I was never starving for nothing. I was never hungry. I was never without. I chose the streets on my own. But now I know, but from what I know now, that everything that they was trying to keep me away from was all for a reason.
All to keep you safe.
Yeah, all to keep me safe.
So your mom was trying to keep you out of the streets and everything.
Yeah.
How old are you?
28, just turned 28.
I just turned 27. So look, we also got Mom. Have you might be on camera? Mom, Mom might be on camera.
Yeah.
Well, you can stay right there. So okay, so
Yeah, she definitely got it.
yes, no, I really. So guys, his mom is over here, and I want to ask you a question, right? So, from your perspective and seeing your son when this happened, what was your reaction when you found out that this has took place?
So my initial reaction was I screamed. So let me back up. So the day that he was shot, I was traveling to a different county. And during that time, I just felt in my spirit to start praying for my son. So I started praying specifically for his life. I remember looking at the clock, it was like 6:30 p.m. And I never went to this county anymore because I had no reason. We built a house in a different county. And so I got the call, I was on the highway, and I screamed because it was just the worst news I could have ever received, you know, like, so the girl who called me, she said that was the worst scream ever. She said she didn't know where he was, but that he was shot. So I got off the highway and just, you know, just really screamed and was just crying out to God. And as I was crying out to God, God just gave me peace. And so I started calling, the first hospital I called, because now I need to find my son. So the first hospital that I called, he was there. And so they put me on the line with the police officer. And the police officer started asking me questions, almost like interrogating me. Now, mind you, I heard the worst news of my life. I'm shaken up, and I just want to know, like, where's my son? And the police officer was like, well, how do you know? How do you know he was shot? He was in a car by himself. Nobody was around. Who told you? You know, there. And I was like, I just want to speak to my son. Can I just speak to my son? And he was like, no, he's being life flighted to a hospital in Cleveland. And so I said, okay. Ironically, well, nothing is by surprise. I was literally 5 minutes from that hospital. Now, mind you, I don't even go over that way anymore. So I arrived at that hospital 1 minute after he arrived. And all I could do was just pray in my heavenly language. That's it. And literally, I found out that I was praying for him, his specific life, during the same time he was shot, because I heard the 911 tape at a later date. So when there's power in prayer. Also, the doctor, he said, let me show you this x-ray. The bullet stopped before the main artery. He said there is somebody who was watching out for him. Not only that, when I talked to the doctors, they said, well, we don't take bullets out. And I knew that to be true because my cousin had just been shot in Toledo, like a month, well, the same month, earlier in the month. And so I knew that to be true. So I went right downstairs to the chapel and I just started giving God his word back. Because my son, he done a lot, don't get me wrong. And every time before I became a pastor, when I would go talk to my pastor to get spiritual counseling, he would say, Kendria, to whom much is given, much is required. Which means there is a purpose. God had a purpose and he still has a purpose and a plan for his life. That's why he's here. And I'm just so grateful because he now is using that wisdom, that gift of wisdom that God gave him. He's using it for good. He's using it to impact people's lives, to help them, to rebuild, and to show them you don't got to go to the streets. I prayed so much because my father was in the street. So I did not want to see him the same way. But because he did not listen, I moved out of the way. I said, Lord, I didn't want to see him dead. I didn't want to see him in jail. But guess what, y'all? I didn't know about the in-between. I didn't know that there would be an in-between, that he would be bedbound. I didn't know that he would be in a wheelchair. Do you understand? But God knew, and God knew that he was going to get the best out of his life in this situation. And that's what has happened. So I'm just grateful. I'm grateful, even though it was a tragic situation, but now he's living in purpose. And I tell people all the time, your pain will push you to your purpose. And that's what has happened. His pain has pushed him to his purpose.
Wow. So you know what's so crazy? That's a beautiful story, by the way, bro. And what's so crazy is he touched me because he said what happened to him. I had got the chills. Because if you see this, I got an ankle mark on my ankle right now.
He had one.
So
he had one shot.
I got shot.
He was everywhere.
I was on GPS monitor.
you got shot while on the GPS monitor?
Yes.
Wow.
The probation.
Wow.
The guy came to the house. He had a stack of all the places he had been. The paperwork was like this big. So I told Keontae, I said, you don't know what's about to happen to you, so you need to get yourself together. This is horrible. I did think maybe prison. I didn't know either. But that same day, guess what? That happened. But it brought the change. The Bible says that you gotta lose your life to gain your life.
100%.
So he lost that old life.
You got a new
Old
life.
things have passed, and all things have become new. So I'm grateful.
So they let you travel?
Yes, but the good thing is I get to travel. I just can't go out the country. But my situation just happened at the end of last year. I've been dealing with. I just talked to my detective today. It was so funny. But yeah, 2 girls tried to set me up. I was in the car. I went bowling. I took these girls bowling. You know, and I'm going through a lot of my life. So that day where I was just wanting to just go out and have fun and get away. They knew me, so I said fine. We went out, and that night at the bowling alley, I got a phone call from somebody that it was a situation going on, and then I listened to my spirit. If it wasn't for God and it wasn't for my discernment, ain't no telling what could have happened to me that night. And I got all the proof and everything, but like I would tell the police, and he said something today to me. He said, Corey, you know what shocked me out of everything when I'm looking at this message? He said, out of everything that was going on, he said, I know that you didn't get mad, you didn't say fuck them, he said, but what you said kind of shocked me. And I was curious. I was waiting to see what you were going to say. He said, you said y'all need Jesus. Because that's what I told him. That's what I tested and told him. Like, man, y'all need Jesus. And bro, that little story kind of like it sent chills to me, man. Because he's like, damn. You know, like, damn.
So this situation, man, you don't know what can happen. Not to go to made out. These girls sometimes can be scandalous.
Oh no, sometimes he said nowadays these girls sometimes can be scandalous. No, they are scandalous. They know sometimes they are, and that's why.
I tell them girls will always be your downfall. You're not careful.
So moving forward in life, right? And besides the credit, what else another purpose of your passion?
Of course, I'm gonna probably give back and speak to young people. I really want to take like young people under my wing and kind of just show them what they were. That's my real passion. I do music too. Like I made a couple of songs. I want to continue with the music a little bit.
Yeah.
Cause that's what I was doing before. I used to think I was a rapper, but I was doing it all wrong. So now I kind of teach people about credit. I also teach people about credit on my songs. I also just talk about my situation and how to get out the streets, different stuff like that on my songs as well.
So you say you host a class?
Yeah, I host a free webinar each and every week.
And it's for the credit, right?
Yeah.
Teaching everybody how important credit is. Now I want to say something real quick. In life, sometimes people will see you and they will overlook you, right? But I want this to be a living proof to everybody that's watching this video that never judge a book by its cover. You never know who a person is until you get to know them. And it just shows that this man was living his life just how probably a lot of y'all are right now, out just balling, just living free, and a lot of y'all probably have, and I say this a lot because I preach this a lot. I tell people all the time, like, y'all A lot of y'all kids got people around y'all that's trying to tell y'all what to do and what not to do, but y'all not listening to them. And then when the consequences come, you go look back and wish you would have listened and took the advice from the people that were trying to help you.
We think they crazy.
Yeah, so, but then that had me to think about all the people who don't have that in their corner.
For sure.
So the people that do have that in their corner, you guys need to be grateful and really just be thankful that you had it, because there's people who don't have that guidance to protect them and guide them down the right path and like to save them from going into different situations. So, and how long it been now since you've been shot?
Man, 2015, 10 years.
So it's been 10 years. So how is it being in a wheelchair?
Man, like it's been pretty, it's been cool, but it's just very challenging because like a lot of pain.
Yeah.
My mental is good, just like my body has pain. Like I can feel my whole body. I'm not like, I'm what you call a quadriplegic, so I'm not paralyzed. I can move a little bit, but like it's just not really functioning. So like most of the years I really was just in the bed. Most of the time I wasn't really getting out and stuff until we kind of like moved. I would get out every now and then back in Ohio, but our house wasn't really built for my situation.
Yeah.
So now we got a house that's built for my situation. And we built our last house right before I got injured. So like we can't really we didn't have the money to like just up and move. It's been cool. It just I really just been staying into like a good headspace, but my body just has pain and sometimes spasms and stuff. But other than that, I'm cool. It's been life-changing for the family as well, because now I gotta have family help take care of me.
Right.
And then, but also we kind of started our other business based upon that. So like my mom has a healthcare business just to give back to people who are, you know what I mean, like have where they need to be taken care of at home. So we started our other business because of what we had to go through. Not having help, not having people who could come help us in the house. So we kind of like had a lack of it. And we found that like we kind of just started our own business. And then Mom's real passionate with helping people and providing care and stuff.
So Mom, you say you're a pastor now?
Yes, I'm pastor.
That's so dope.
Yes.
So how long you been pastoring?
Since actually we opened our church 2 months before he was shot.
Wow.
Yeah, so what is
2
that?
months before.
2 months before. Yep, we opened in
Was
September.
you going to church?
Man, I went to church a couple of times. And I go to church now. It's so crazy, man. You asked that. A couple of times I went to church. I was like, I didn't have no moral compass at that time.
Yeah.
I was drinking lean in church. They didn't know that I had a coffee cup for the lean. And I was off the hook.
Lord Jesus.
You didn't tell me your mom just found that out today.
I thought that she probably just
He was drinking lean in church. He had a coffee cup.
I didn't have no more compass. I was just off the radar.
You were just living, bro.
Off the radar. Out of control, bro.
Remember the dog came?
You said what?
Remember the girl across the street, y'all came together?
Oh, yeah.
That one time?
He like, yeah. He like, yeah. Bro, so you got old videos of you rapping and everything?
Yeah, luckily they didn't see him until after the fact.
Yeah, so we seen it after my daughter.
Y'all didn't know?
No,
We didn't.
well, we knew he was a rapper.
But y'all
We didn't know his video.
When we seen the video.
And all this stuff.
Yeah, we were blown away.
Right,
And I was like,
especially
oh,
in
he
my
must be
house
in
in
his
the
hospital on the
basement.
bed.
I'm like, yeah, we like, he know how I felt
And I
about
had
that
2
business.
little kids, so I was like, oh.
You is Mr. Living 2 Lives. Oh my.
Wow.
Smooth right there.
So it's just very beautiful to see, bro, how God uses you now for your purpose.
And it didn't come overnight. Like, of course, like I still had the same mentality, but God knows us. he knows if he would have healed me like right away, I would have went
Right back to it. We went right back to it. You want to, yeah, of course.
If I get up today, he knows for sure I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be focused.
What would be your reaction if one day, I'm talking about, hey, you just keep the prayers up and God actually touch you, bro, and you able to walk again?
Man, I'm gonna be praising God, and I'm gonna be praising God, like, honestly. But I'm gonna have to play some ducks on people though. I already told her I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna vlog and all the type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pranking them in there. They gonna walk in. I'm gonna just get up and start walking. They be like, what the heck?
Right. Because that's just my belief, bro. I've seen God do things that's unshakable. Yeah, you know, so I don't know. It's just like that could be possible because your outcome is showing the light.
Yeah, and you know he gonna get greater glory now too.
Yeah, 100%. That's dope, man. So what's your goals for the next 6 months when it comes around the credit and actually building people and impacting lives?
I really just want to help as many people as I can. I want to help people scale their business like to 15K a month.
Okay.
At least with all my students, I am starting my mentorship. That's what I'm doing the webinars and stuff. Just giving out game and then continue with my content. I really want to grow my YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna have to give you some tips.
100%. Cause I was thinking in my head like, yo, bro, you start a YouTube channel, bro.
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel. Like,
You gotta get active with it, huh?
yeah, I mean, I'll be active with it. I just need to be more consistent.
Yeah.
Like how I am on IG.
Yeah, you gotta be YouTube consistent more than IG because you'll get way more of a fan base and more customers through YouTube as well. Yeah, I mean, what the thing about him, keeping a band with him, he can't do it by himself. You know, so you gonna really need somebody that's dedicated to come in and really like just be there, like they working for you type, and they see your vision, they bringing it out for you.
Yeah, I got a lot of workers. I really need more workers who are here.
Exactly.
Like videographer, stuff like that.
I think it'll come all the time. It'll definitely come with time. Once you really put it out there, you find somebody in the area, somebody that you know, that'll come put that together. But yeah, so Smooth Gang, this has been an unexpected meetup right here. I'm just being with y'all. I was talking to him, but I didn't have no clue what the situation really was. I was just like, okay, I'm walking into just doing a business, another interview with another person that do credit. But your story touched me out of everybody, bro. I'm inspired because I'm really just sitting here to myself, just thinking like, damn, like that could have been me, you know, like you feel me? Because I was really in this situation where they were trying to set me up, and you know, just but let me tell you what the difference was. And I'm not gonna just put it on that specific moment, but thank God that I know God. Because if I didn't know God, I could have been put in any other type of situation from how it went. Because how it went, I cried after it. I recorded the whole thing after it happened. Yeah, I recorded everything, bro, and I cried because it was like, as I was in the situation that the girls in my car, you feel me? The girls shared my location to tell her phone. Yeah, she said, and I saw it in the message, and then but the whole time I wasn't reacting to it, what they was doing. I was just working through the spirit. I'm seeing everything they think I'm not seeing, and I'm just going. I was trying to get on. I put it on my car. I basically just kicked them out the car. I pulled over because I was going to take them to the police station. A car got behind me, followed behind me. I'm watching everything that's going on. Oh, it was like weird. So I got off the interstate, turned around, got back on the interstate, and I just put them out the car. Right? Protecting myself, that's all I did. And I went to Dubai, which I was already had a trip planned to go to Dubai for my girl. So I left Houston, like in my mind, I could have did so much, but I left only thinking about, thank God that I'm safe. You feel me? I don't care about that, I'm finna just go back to Alabama, I'm safe. And a month later, I found out on the news that I'm wanted for aggravated kidnapping. All over the United States. It was just January 3rd. It was on every major news network in the United States. I was on Law and Crime. Yeah, I was on BET, Fox News. I was on every major news. Right? Yeah, like I'm going through this, man, I was like, what? I was shocked. I thought it was fake for a minute. But the good thing is, I know who I am, and I know that I was innocent, and I'm a content creator. I'm one of the biggest. So I took that story, I took that situation, and I made use out of it. Like I said, and then what I did was I shared the story first before, because they tried to interview me, but I had dropped my side of the story on my social media before I even go to court or anything, because y'all not gonna switch up my story and set me up. Type shit, yeah, and yeah, I'm dealing with that right now, man. Like I just thank God, I think it's going good to be over soon. Fingers crossed, but yeah, man. But so just hearing your story.
So these girls are running with this story.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? To this day, haven't heard from them nothing. Even when I went to court I went to court 3 times so far. 2 times I didn't have to show up, but the times that I did go, even the first time, they didn't show up at all. Yeah, they didn't show up at all. I thought so, right? But what if they got a lawyer?
Oh, he coming for
The
them?
lawyer was coming for them. It's a female lawyer. She was coming for them. That's what I'm thinking. So I think that's why they didn't. I don't know. But the whole case is just all fugazi. Even when there's no proof of nothing that was said. They said that I tried to rape them. They said I would kill them. And what if they said, yeah, they said all type of shit. But those all lies. And I'm like, bro. But my thing is this. And right before that happened, I went through something else. She do taxes, but I didn't know of her too much. Like I had just found out about her. She hit me up, and the lady is a witch.
Oh. Yeah. We know about them.
Yeah, and that's what I feel in that situation. And this lady, I was only with her for 2 months, and I started noticing, like, listen, she got a big ass mansion, she got foreign cars, but she's so miserable and lonely. Like, it was in the house by herself, not even her kids. This woman posted my social security number, my bank account information, my phone numbers, my address. She posts all of it on Facebook on her Facebook page. Wow. Yeah, like I'm a victim of identity theft. That's why I was on the phone. I told her on the phone experience. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff on my credit and get my stuff my life. Yeah, my bank account went negative $400,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So they got into it?
Oh yeah, they got into it. They were using my credit. They use it. And I got the proof of everything. I was posting everything. Like imagine like I'm watching this happen to me. I'm just like going through it. I'm like, what?
You should be able to get a new number after all that, man.
That's what I'm trying to do right now. I even asked the lady the other day, like, can I get a new social security number? She's like, I gotta go and do it. I'm like, okay, so I guess that's another step that I'm really have to get ready to take, because the fact that, okay, I cleared my stuff and it's locked, but I see people still using my information.
Yeah, see, that's what you gotta have. Like, that's what the actual CPN is for. When people are like trying to use it and scam and stuff, like, you need a new social, which is an actual legal CPN. What you gotta do is have a new address and get it through the IRS.
Okay, man. Well, see, look, y'all, he just gave me some games just then that I gotta use.
Yeah.
Well, he might be the one to help me do it.